Dave here. Today I wanted to discuss something a little bit more important than most of my other videos. Sure, I've done some Let's Plays over the couple of days, but today I wanted to discuss something a little bit more of importance. Copyright. And how it affects YouTubers. Now, a lot of bigger YouTubers are affected pretty much because they're easy targets. Now, what do I mean by this? Alright. The bigger the YouTuber is, in the terms of viewers and how much they get watched, and if they're the top sub or something, they're not gonna get hit like that. However, if the channel is smaller, then they, for one, they aren't gonna be shown on search results, so they're much luckier. And second, even if the title is generic, the video probably won't be shown or even visually. Whatchamacallit? My main point is that copyright in itself is a terrible thing for YouTubers, mainly bigger ones. Guys like Leafy is here, Pyrocynical, H3H3, Master Amazing, and Amazing Mr. Enter are perfect examples. They've gotten videos taken down. Mr. Enter is a perfect example because he's made several videos about it. How his shit's been taken down. I mean, sure, Channel Awesome has gotten videos taken down, but usually they've been resolved. Him, no. He's gotten several videos taken down. And what's fucking hilarious is that he's been fighting for videos which were fucking years old, but they still want them, which is very funny. I don't blame him for fighting. I blame the system that we have to work with. I mean, the entire reason that the Content ID thing was even put together was because of people straight up just putting full episodes of shit on YouTube. I remember those days. They were fucking great. I'm not even gonna lie. Sure, you'll find channels like I want to watch. I'm not even joking here. Fucking America's Test Kitchen, the full episodes, because that show fucking comes on at like 6 in the morning. I'm not waking up at 6. I usually wake up earlier, but I'll forget that show's on, so I'll watch on my phone. So a lot of channels back in the early 2000s in the early like 2005 and stuff, started uploading a bunch of like full episodes of shit, like, and as soon as people started realizing it, well, Viacom mainly, because the SpongeBob episodes, because the ratings started dropping around that point, and because the ratings started dropping, they started questioning what the hell is going on with the ratings, and people were thinking that the show was suffering or sucking, but no, it was not at all. In fact, the show was actually, it was pretty good, but the main reason actually was because of copyright, because people were just stealing the episodes. Now, there's a difference between fair use and just like stealing, theft, or copyright theft, I'll call it. Like, perfect example is Ebum's World. You see, if you don't know what Ebum's World is, it's a fucking old website. It's pretty much I'd say it's pre-YouTube. It's pretty much like in the early 2000s. It's pretty much would steal fucking everything. In the very, very early 2000s, when you had like guys like Fred and shit on YouTube, they're still popular, still relevant. Like Equals 3, Carlos Mencia wasn't considered a fucking joke, those times. During that whole period, he was a fucking people. Now people were just doing shit like on Ebum's World. They were just nothing but theft. You would see people scanning whole comics, people throwing out whole pornos and shit. It was grody. It still is. Shit hasn't changed. They haven't even changed their fucking. The most they've changed is their logo. It made a little bit more clean cut. But still, you'll still find remnants of Ebum's World on YouTube in form of like commercials and shit, because that website's actually kind of good for a reason. After the whole Viacom thing, there was a crackdown on anything that had to do with sort of like another, like, copyrighted material. Perfect example is YouTube. Or YouTube Poops, to be specific. When YouTube Poops were made, there was a sort of there was a fucking legal battle about them, because it's manipulation, it's turning the original source into something different, but for a long time people didn't know what the fuck to do with them, because not only were they like in some of them, they literally would just kind of allow the video to play, and YouTube Poop wasn't as good as it was before. So they would probably just do a simple audio thing like I spoke to my episode, put like the classroom like suck my dick or something like that in the video, and that's acceptable. But there was like a lot of YouTube posts were taken down, a lot, and eventually the like YouTube tried to helping out its creators with the Fair Use Act, which pretty much would allow people to use copyrighted content without their shit taken. Even with that, even with that, people's shit were still being taken. Um, the only people that were really safe were cooking people, artists. Like if you were making music, covers. Oh fuck. For a while, covers were sort of like this like unholy thing for YouTube because copyright holders were anytime a dude would cover, let's just say like Michael Jackson Thriller or something, that video would be taken down in under a day or so. I mean, it was that bad in the early 2000s. Now it's been a little bit more lenient because then they would check maybe a year. They'd be because there's so many videos and shit. They'd have to sit down and look at every video to see if it's like fully copyrighted. What like I think a lot of the shit that goes on there's copyright and then there's takedown notices, which is from a single person or something. I think I'm not very sure about the copyright, but takedown notices. But I know about copyright. I wanted to discuss this because it's a very beefy subject. Now, a lot of channels have gotten takedown notices once or twice in their channel's existence. One of the worst, fuck me, is Master Amazing. If you don't know who he is, he was a former cringe compilation kind of guy. He'd make a periodic thing every like month or so. He'd make a nice cringe, but one day a furry fucked him up with a copyright strike. Literally all of his videos were deleted and said his channel was closing in 48 hours. It did for a little bit until he made a second channel, which literally had which still has, if you check on there, I don't know if he privated it yet, two like top tens, and they literally feel like dark top tens. It's another top 10 channel. I watched it occasionally because I got that edgy look. It's like, I'll watch it. But anyway, yeah. From like I'm more or less surprised videos like Scott Kaufman or Toby Fox. I'm surprised they haven't like gone full assault mode and just like taken all this maybe because it's just like what, I'm more or less surprised people still like my game. Not bad. No, but I think it's just like that. One thing I firmly hate with a passion is third party companies. Like companies that are trying to help but more hinder the creator. Perfect example, Machinima, let's see, fucking, yeah, there we go. Machinima, Maker, bunch of others, a bunch of fucking other third party companies are wretched because they hinder the creator and force them to do something specific. Some of them are more simplistic, like Federator, from what I heard, is not too bad. Took a look at it, it's not that bad. It has its rigid sides, but apart from that, it's not too bad. But my main points about copyright, just overall, is just one: copyright can be a fine thing if the thing is fucking specific as shit. If you're going to use copyright, you better use it with like a fucking nuke. You better be fucking accurate with that. You better know what you're using it for. You better not just use that for a fucking single word. You better use that for some public domain looking shit like they used to do in the 80s with a bunch of like black and white films. I'm not even joking. Um, shit like that. But and it goes to that saying. Some guy I remember saying a while back was saying like, shouldn't Let's Play be taken off the internet because it's plagiarism? It's like technically they should because it's copyrighted material. However, it's fair use because the videos aren't infringing anything. The games were meant to be played. Music I can understand, but it's a medium. Like you could like legally the fucking things have been put on YouTube anyway, so it's like really YouTube can't even go against us now. Now fucking YouTube's doing it. So my biggest point about copyright is if you're fucking in the hole with copyright, like imagine you made like a video for like FIFA 14, this, and that, and then you put like some dubstep, pendulum or something, and your video gets a takedown notice. Either you delete the video, which bites the bullet, or you fight it. You fight it until you get the video back. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Because it's like baseball. 3 strikes and you're fucking out. You don't want to get 3 strikes. First one is like you can't monetize your videos. I mean, I don't even monetize my videos personally. I don't like that. It's scummy. You know? Cause it's like, listen, if I had like, maybe if this channel got like, I don't know, like 100,000, maybe I'd start. Maybe. But even so, I'd still feel scummy for doing it because it's like, I'm making videos. Like, sure, some people you do this as a job. That's still kind of weird, just publishing a video and getting money for it. That's just in concept. It sounds so fucking weird, Like in this modern millennia, it's like people don't even need to try anymore. It's like some people consider it as a fucking job. It's like I might do monetization. I might like one of these days. Not now. Not now. I'm still fucking small. I'm not gonna fucking monetize. Because what, I'm gonna get a fucking dollar? The fuck am I gonna do? Buy like a fucking candy or something? No. No. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let this channel grow like a baby. I'm gonna let it nurture. I'm gonna start now. I'm gonna fucking monetize it. Not now. I'll wait till perfect time. I'll announce it. I'll announce that shit. I'll be loyal to it. But my biggest point, my biggest fucking problem, and let's get back to the subject, is my biggest fucking problem with copyright is just the assaulters. The people who know how copyright can be a vicious, vile thing. And they use it like that. They use it against people. Because they know the only real way to use copyright. You're just like YouTube, which I'm gonna take down noses and all that bullshit. You just to simply just go full assault on it. And like I've been on YouTube. I've seen some shit. I might talk about that shit at a later time, but for right now, I've seen some shit that should seriously be taken off the internet. Like fucking, I probably shouldn't even say the name because somebody's probably watching this and eating their fucking their soups and then she'd be like, like I say the name of the video and then like the guy's like, ooh, I wonder what that is, and then just types it in on his fucking computer or some shit, looks it up. He's still eating. He stops eating for a sec. He just like throws the fucking fork, runs out, throws up in disgust. He's like, what the fuck was that? Thank God I didn't tell you the name. I might tell you later. But for now, I will not. But my biggest point with copyright is that it's a festering hole of a thing. It doesn't help any real subscribers. In fact, it doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help the creators create. If somebody's stealing, then that's a different thing. Because if you're just copying, if you're just copying or cloning, if you're copying somebody, that's a different thing. If you're copying, let's just say like a Leafy clone, you can't copy somebody. You're just following. You're just following the footsteps of somebody else. But my fucking biggest issue, is people using copyright as a fucking weapon. And I've seen this far too often with other YouTubers. Feminists, furries, anything that starts with F. Those two have used, I've seen a lot of channels been just I've seen channels be fucking taken down because of copyright strikes and shit. One of them is Best Funny Collection. It was a shitty channel. Had random compilations of shit. It fucked up when it played. I think it was 5 minutes of a Linkin Park song in one video, a Disturbed song in another. I mean, that channel is fucking gone. It's dead. Though it's the spooky shit is I still have that channel in my subscription box. I don't know how to get rid of it. It's just there. Um, yeah, YouTube fixed that shit because I don't even know how to get rid of that. The ghost channel is supposed to be called. My main point is this: YouTube with the copyright system. It's bigger YouTubers fear for it because they know that if they say something negative, they're getting the belt. It's like, I don't like you. You say, what? I don't like you. Shh. Oh. And just shoots him right in the face. Shit like that. Like moderately big YouTubers usually are like in the red. If you're fucking huge, you're lucky. If you do something fucking obscure, you are fucking bulletproof. You are lucky to such a degree that you don't even need anything. Like channels like LGR, CGR, shit like that. They're lucky because they've never gotten a takedown notice. They've never gotten a video taken down. Their channel's never been deleted. I hate everything. On the other hand, fucking hell, that man has through been some shit, and I honestly don't blame him. I do not blame him one bit. His channel title. First off, let's just point that out. I hate everything. I hate everything. Yes, you do. I mean, it's comedic, but it's like to the average the company man, he's just like, so this man hates Mars bars, eh? Get that man a takedown just once and for all. I can imagine a furry taking out a fucking furry video. Oh, shit, I like this, eh? So lost the cop. Something like that, because he's got his channel taken down. And that's like, holy shit. When you get your own fucking, your entitled channel, when you get your channel terminated, you've either fucked up or a lot of people hate you. He's done a video on My Little Pony and furries. So I know there's a lot of people hate them. And just companies that'll probably fucking, like, I know CinemaSins, like fucking CinemaSins have done Bransons, but I've never seen any of those videos fucking taken down. So they're too passive. They're too passive. They're just stating facts. They're not really going after people, like blindly hating. There's a difference between it. It's like I've never like copyright only affects people who are in the middle ground. Like imagine like a perfect example is like you never see PewDiePie get a takedown notice or anything because he's a big YouTuber. Because he would start spreading his shit. He'd be saying, "Oh, I hate YouTube because copyright systems," and people would be fucking going after fucking people of Google full anal. You know, my and that's why like a lot of YouTube, like I think Markiplier once got a fucking takedown notice because of it, because of a video he made a while back, and I don't understand how, but he must have. But my main point is this: copyright in itself on YouTube is something that is more timid than the atom bomb because it's more susceptible to blowing more than one thing up. The people that are given such power should not be given it because then they abuse it. They abuse it like you would abuse a gun if you're 12 or something. They abuse all that power and just like a lot of channels, a lot of good channels have their videos taken down, or a lot of them are too weak to really fight, so then they just get beaten. Mr. Amazing. I give you a fucking tip of the hat. You may be a brony, I think. I don't know. I think you are. Yeah, you did enough. You did a lot of My Little Pony videos. I think you are a brony, Mr. Ender. But that doesn't matter now. You fucking fight like a man. That's good. You know how to fight the copyright system. He's done it so much that now I don't even think they're giving him a chance. That's some bullshit. But fair use, my boy, fucking fair use. It's a thing. Like within copyright's various things, copyright is not to help the people. It is to help the company. It's a thing, and even if it was to help the single person, let's just say like a dude made a product and people, for people not to steal it. I understand it because it's just a single person, but a fucking company, they're getting millions of dollars off their product. They're taking down videos. Let's just say some guy talking good shit about it, talking, hey, this product's good, buy it. But no, they take the video down anyway. You know why? Because at the end of the day, free publicity is not. They don't want that. They don't even. At the end of the day, they don't care what the video is about. If it has something to do with them, delete that shit off the fucking earth. Do it. Do it now. This has been Dave. Those are my words. Till next